What's going on, guys? I'm with Moose, and I'm back in my Braves franchise. Today we're taking on the Washington Nationals at the Nationals Park. It should be a very interesting series. They are easily the best team in the National League East, and one of the best teams in the entire Major League Baseball. So definitely going to be a very cool series. Hopefully we can take a couple out of this one and kind of get over 500. We're 31 and 32 going into the series. They are 41 and 21, 20 games over 500. That is an incredible record. But we do have our ace Julio Teheran on the mound. 291 ERA. He has had some issues with the Nationals in the past, in real life and in my franchise, because they're just such a dominant team. Their lineup is stacked. Their pitching rotation is amazing as well. And it's just a really tough team to beat. So here we are right away, first inning, and what do you know? We are in trouble. We walk a guy, and then a couple batters later with two down and a guy on third, we give up a home run over the stand up to cancer sign. And that is a quick deficit for us. 2-0 down already. Like I mentioned, Teheran, been great generally this season with an under 3 ERA coming into the game. But against the Nationals, it is always a challenge. Now here against Trey Turner, a little bouncer to the pitcher, and Teheran just kind of bobbles it. They actually end up calling it a base hit. I don't see how that's a base hit, but it seemed like an error to me. But hey, I guess that's that. Then we walk Adam Eaton. So they have bases loaded here. Not a good situation at all for Bryce Harper, who is notorious for just killing Teheran, and he does it once again with a grand slam. This one going into the upper deck, or the second deck at least. An incredible home run for Harper, and this is not how we wanted to start this series at all. A 6-0 deficit right away in the second inning is when Harper hit this one, so not a good start at all. But Freddie Freeman up here in the third inning, trying to get us back on the board. We got a guy on first in Ender Enciarte, I believe, and Freddie Freeman absolutely crushes one to right center field. We needed that big time home run, getting us back in the game, getting us a little bit of life back. Instead of a 6-0 deficit, it's only 6-2 now. You can kind of work with that, chip away at it as you go. But 6-0 is just demoralizing as hell, especially super early in an important series against obviously a huge division rival. So that was a huge base hit for Freddie Freeman. A nice job getting us on the board. Now Brandon Phillips here in the fifth inning, going to get us a double there. Like I said, we can maybe chip away at this lead, get a run or two every inning, and we'll be right back in it. That double is going to help us out a lot. Of course, Freddie Freeman up next, and he absolutely demolishes this ball. I cannot say that enough. Look where it lands, up on top of almost where that top sign is. That is ridiculous. And honestly, I didn't even look at the ball, because once I hit it, I was like, oh, cool, home run. 553 feet. Once I saw that, I kind of just it almost shell-shocked me, hit me, and it took me a second to comprehend that. That is insane. I looked it up. That would be one of the top 5 longest home runs in recorded baseball history, which is absurd. 117 mile per hour off the bat with the exit velocity right there. Hang time of 8 seconds, I believe is what that says, and 553 feet of projected distance. Absolutely insane. Could not believe I hit it that far. But hey, we'll take it. And then Matt Kemp following up, definitely not as far as Freddie Freeman, as you see Tanner Roark really upset with himself. Matt Kemp giving us another home run solo this time, and we're only down 6-5 now off a couple big-time home runs. Of course, Freddie Freeman's with, none bigger than that. Now, next inning, 2 guys on, Teheran still pitching, and he gives up a 3-run dinger, giving him all the runs we just scored in that inning right back. And that was just terrible. I kind of want to blame myself for leaving him in too long, but then again, he was actually pitching pretty well until he gave up that home run. Those 2 guys that were on base were, I think one was a walk and one was a fluky base hit, so I kind of left him in, thought he could get out of it, and obviously I was wrong. So they ended up picking up another run off of a reliever that we brought in that inning as well. Now top 7, 2 guys on for Freeman, 10-5 deficit, and he's going to rip one again, putting on a show today. That's going to get over the right fielder's head, in for a double. We're going to score 1 off that one. Phillips holding up at third base after he reached on an infield single. So we have second and third, a great chance to potentially get right back into this one. Only down 4 now. Matt Kemp, he's going to ground one to third. Thought maybe he could beat this out. Instead, he's out pretty easily, honestly. Nice play over there at third base by whoever the third baseman is. Honestly, I don't even know. Makes a nice play, though. 10-7 deficit here in the 9th inning. Thankfully, Freddie Freeman going to take a walk. So we have a real chance here to possibly get someone off Blake Trinan, their closer. Matt Kemp up. If he hits a home run right here, tie ball game in the 9th inning. Can he do that? Instead, we chase a pitch inside. That's going to be a pretty routine double play. Close play at first, but Kemp pretty easily out. Definitely does not have the speed he once had. And we take the loss in a eventful game number 1. Definitely an interesting one. Like I mentioned, it might have been my fault for leaving Teheran in a little bit too long, but even if I took him out, honestly, my bullpen is pretty bad at the moment. So I don't know if it would have made much of a difference. But going into game number 2, we are 31-33. So if we win the next 2, we could be at 500 after this series, which is not too bad for the Braves, a rebuilding team. Being at 500 is really not the worst thing in the world. Now, we do give up a base hit right there on a hit and run to Bryce Harper. That's going to make it 1st and 3rd for Daniel Murphy. Always deadly, has been amazing since he came to the Nationals. He's going to get a sac fly there to Matt Kemp. No way we can get Trey Turner at home. That's going to be an easy run. But hey, we held him to 1 run there. It's really pretty good, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, especially with how many runs we gave up last game in 10. Which is just, pretty unacceptable. If you're giving up 10 runs a game, you're going to lose pretty much every single game. So holding them to 1 there was actually pretty big. Now, Bryce Harper, who has been killing us all series, he gets a double down the line, giving him another run there in the 5th inning. Now, who else but Freddie Freeman up at the dish, 3-2 count. He's going to line a single right up the middle. Really hard hit ball. That's been the key for him. He's been getting a ton of just rips. He's not getting cheated at all at the plate. And then Matt Kemp up here in the 6th inning as well, right after that base hit by Freeman. 2 guys on. Can he deliver? He's going to walk right there, giving us bases loaded with a real solid opportunity for a struggling Mike Moustakas. Kind of needs something to get him going. 2-2 count on him. Can he rip at least a single, get us a run here? That would be fantastic. Instead, he's going to fly out to center field. And honestly, I don't really hate this. I mean, I love it because it got us a run, obviously, but I don't hate it in general, even though, I would have loved a base hit, a double, a home run, something like that. Mike Moustakas kind of needed something to get him going, and maybe that is exactly what he needed. Just seeing a run cross the plate, seeing an RBI go on his stat sheet, maybe that's all he needed, because in the next inning here, or 2 innings later, I should say, in the 8th inning here, 2-2 count, nobody down and 2 on. He is going to rip that base hit to right center field. That's going to get in there for a double, and a couple runs come across, giving us a 3-2 lead. A very nice hit there for Mike Moustakas, and like I said, maybe that sac fly was all he needed to get him going a little bit, and very, very good to see that, because we need his bat in the middle of the order to be giving us some RBIs. Now, we do get a walk here with the bases loaded with Ender Inciarte. That's going to drive in another run. Moustakas actually coming on in the 8th inning here, giving us a 4-2 lead now. Trying to get a little cushion here for Jim Johnson in the 9th, of course, and then Brandon Phillips up next. He is going to take a little bit of an inside-out swing, put it into right field. Right fielder bobbles it, but we got Kurt Suzuki on 3rd base. He is not going anywhere, but we do get the 1 run, really helpful, and that gives us a 3-run lead going into the 9th inning, which you guys are going to see. We needed that 3-run lead. Jim Johnson on now, and he's been really money. 1.07 ERA with 14 saves, I believe, coming into this one. But right away, we give up a double early on, and then guys on 3rd after that. He is going to be singled in by Trey Turner, so they're already, they already got a run across, and there's only 1 down. Adam Eaton up next. He is going to strike out, though, a huge strikeout looking, and we really, really needed that. So Jim Johnson 2 down now. Bryce Harper up next, 3-2 count. If he hits a home run to tie game, instead he's going to get a base hit up the middle. So now they have the winning run at the plate in Daniel Murphy. If he hits a home run, it would be a walk-off dinger. A 3-run shot, that would be terrible. Instead, he's going to rip one to center field, but Ender Inciarte with the good speed is able to run it down. That kind of scared me right when he hit it. I thought maybe that's going to fall in, give him another run, and another good chance to win it. Instead, we take the W. We really needed that, and definitely nice to get a win against the Nationals in their own place. Don't get swept, anything like that. Even though the first game was rough, the second game we got the win. So, like I said, if we win this next one, we'll be 500, 32-33. They are still 20 games over 500, which is just incredible. Matt Kemp in the 1st inning, trying to make sure we get a win in the game number 3 of the series. He's going to hit one off the foul pole in left field. Very impressive. I think that was his 15th home run of the season. Really had a great year so far, in the top 5 in the NL in RBIs. And of course, next video, we'll give you guys an update on where we stand in terms of stats and whatnot. But R.A. Dickey on the mound here, and in the 2nd inning, he leaves a knuckleball up. And you know what they say about knuckleballs. If you see it high, let it fly. And if you see it low, let it go. And that one was high, and Adam Lynn definitely let it fly. Home run to right field. R.A. Dickey, it's bound to happen with knuckleball pitchers every once in a while, but I always say, as long as it's, just a solo home run here and there, we can work around that. Now, 1 man on for Jimmy Rollins. He's going to get a base hit, like I mentioned in a video or 2 ago. He is going to start against left-handed pitchers because that's what he's better at. He gets a base hit there. Really nice to see him getting going a little bit. With nobody down, we're going to bunt with R.A. Dickey. Really not a great bunt. Probably could have got the runner at 3rd or even 2nd instead. They take the sure thing at 1st. So we have a couple guys on for Ender Inciarte, only 1 down. He is going to rip a single through to the right side. Now, the second baseman, Daniel Murphy, makes an incredible play over there. and holds up and saves a run, honestly. But we do get one off that one. 3-1 lead now, and Brandon Phillips up next, and he sadly is going to ground into an inning-ending double play. That really killed our momentum, honestly. We had a really good chance to break this one wide open. Instead, they're holding it at a 3-1 lead for us. Now, they do get a double here with Michael Taylor, I believe is who that is. That's going to give him a great chance here in the 5th inning. This is when it started to unravel for Dickey, honestly. He was amazing until this point. Had only given up that one hit, which obviously was the home run, but they got bases loaded here after a walk, and it's just not looking good here for Dickey. I could not locate his knuckleball at all. I had to resort to his fastball, which is clearly not what I want to be throwing with him. They get a single right here, going to tie the game up with a two-run single to right field. Can't even get him at third. There's still nobody down in the inning, and honestly, this inning was just insane. I literally could not locate anything. Knuckleball for ball 4. Dickey doesn't know what the hell's going on. I cannot get a single out. 3-2 count here, and honestly, I should have dove for this ball. In hindsight, should have dove for it. I thought Phillips was going to have enough range to go get that himself, but instead, he lets it go through. That's going to be 2 RBIs for Trey Turner, and we're just looking terrible. We had to bring in a relief pitcher, and whack. 3-run home run here after a couple more had crossed as well, and it is just looking terrible here. That was in the 7th inning for this one, actually, for the 3-run home run, and they have an 11-3 lead now. Like I said, it kind of just devolved completely. Now, in the 8th inning, we do tack on another run, a Freddie Freeman home run, his 3rd of the series. Really impressive, just a monster shot to center field. That one was 470, not like the 555 or whatever it was in the other game, but still impressive. But unfortunately, we do ground into a double play to end this one out and take a series loss, 2-1 to the Nationals. They take 2, we take 1. But like I said, I'll take 1 off them. That's actually not too bad in their home park. Obviously, I wish I had pitched better. That's definitely something we need to clean up, and hopefully we do just that. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know what you want to see in the next episode in my Braves franchise. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.